Hello and welcome to this episode of I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, where today I'm going to be talking about, are you freaking exhausted as a parent? Because I know I am.
So the big question is this: how are parents like us, who don't have a manual, who are doing the best we can, who feel as though we aren't enough, how are we going to raise healthy, happy children who we are proud of and still keep our sanity in that process? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Ryan Roy, and welcome to I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, a podcast for parents who are being real with themselves.
Hey, welcome back to this episode of I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, where today I'm going to be talking about the exhaustion it is and that you experience as a parent. So I'll always begin, or try to always begin, with why am I choosing to talk about this topic today? And I'll tell you, because I've been exhausted. For those of you who don't know, putting out a podcast on a daily basis is something that can be challenging. I started the year with 20 of them pre-recorded, and we're getting to a point where I'm recording this on a Sunday. I have Mondays recorded, still need Tuesdays edited, and I'm recording this one. So it takes a lot of energy and effort, and I have someone who helps me on the editing side, and that person is a blessing. But the challenge is I've been behind, and as much as I wanted to record yesterday, I was exhausted. And the last thing that you want to hear, and you've probably heard it in some of these episodes, is someone who is completely exhausted. But the more I ask other parents, and the more I see other people, and the more parents I talk to, I realize in my ripe age of 43, having an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old essentially, and in this season of life where kids are going from camp to school to the amusement park to, when I say camp, I go camping, when you have to still go to friends, our own personal friends' birthday parties along with kids' birthday parties, planning for a new school year, new school clothes shopping, being on the president of the PTA while my wife is on the worship team at the church. Friends and family want to get those last summer moments with you because they know it's back into the school grind. With all of that going on, in late nights preparing for certain things, working is in there, recording a podcast, it's just bananas. But that's my life. Your life is probably a little bit different, but no less hectic. So I just wanted to come on here and say, what do you do about it? Honestly, yesterday, at the end of an exhausting day, where I went to a friend's house they invited us to a party. We said we would go. We went. We spent our time, and I said to my wife on the way home, I said, babe, I'm going to bed early. I suggest you do the same. And I'll take the kids in the morning. You need some self-care after you go to church today. You go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go do your thing. When you come home, and I'll have the kids and I've had the kids from, she left at 7:30 this morning. It's just before 2 o'clock. She should be home any minute. I said, when you come home, I'm going to do a little self-care. Now, the baby's down right now. He's taking his nap. My son is preoccupying his time. I'm giving him some video game time. I took an hour as soon as the baby went down for just some own personal self-care and downtime and meditation and chill. And in that time, I said, I could record some podcasts. And what better way to do that than to, do it with a fresh mind? And I took an hour. I only need an hour every once in a while. How many of you out there, if you could raise your hands, I'd be like, raise your hands, and you may say amen, you may say something, I don't know what you're going to say, but how many of you, if you could get 1 hour to yourself without any other, it's like a total recharge of the batteries? Parents, you must take the recharge of the batteries. My wife right now is probably getting her hair done, chatting adult talk, right, about nothing, maybe about the Bachelorette or something. I don't know what she's talking about, but she has nothing else to do in probably her 2 hours at the salon but get our hair done. I didn't have anything else to do. I found things to do, right? Like, hey, I could be recording podcasts, but that time was like just a complete re-energizer, like the bunny. It keeps going and going and going, but you can't keep going without re-energizing, right? You even have to replace those Energizer Bunny batteries every once in a while. So do yourself a favor. What can you do for 1 hour this week that is just solely dedicated to you so that you could just recharge those batteries? We got to do self-care. We cannot care for our children at optimal level if we're exhausted. We cannot take care of everybody else that we want to take care of in our lives if we cannot take care of ourselves. So what is it that you do? Do you go to the gym? Do you meditate? Do you do yoga? Do you what is it that you do? Some people write. They need to get away and write. What is it that you do? Some people just read a book. What is it that you do? And if you don't have something that you do, this is going to be a short podcast, you guys. If you're listening to me on an average, you get 10 to 15 minutes. Today, I'm going to cut it off. I want you to take an action step. If you can't think of something you have done for yourself recently, you must stop. Go get a massage. Get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go to a batting cage, guys. Do what you need to do to have some you time, so that you can be the best version of you. I don't know jack about parenting, guys. I don't know jack about parenting, but I do know that if you're not at your best, there's no way your kids can receive your best. We'll see you in the next episode.
Do you want to be the dad you wish you had? If so, go get my free book, Be the Dad You Wish You Had, at BeTheDadYouWishYouHad.com. Inside, you'll find my most effective 40 tips to quickly and easily transform yourself into the ideal dad. Go to BeTheDadYouWishYouHad.com now and get it while it's free.